there, Sue Ivanille with the Full Circle Business, and welcome back to 3 and 3. So we're getting a little closer to spring, potentially the start of the busy season, and when things are going to pick up in our businesses in all of those areas. So last episode, I talked about the 6 areas of the business. All of them are about to get pretty busy as we get into, like I said, spring and the busy season for most of us, especially if you're in a seasonal area in a seasonal industry. So my tip for today is that consistency is the true key to success. In the slower times, it's easier to stay on top of everything. Most of us have less projects going on potentially, and they're not as big or maybe not as complicated as when we get into, like I said, that spring, summer months when most of us really ramp up. So as we're getting ready to move into what's going to become a more busy season, I'm going to encourage you to put everything that you need to get done on your calendar. So aside from appointments and, estimates and meetings and trips and hopefully a little vacation time in there somewhere as well that you've got blocked out, when you think about the things in your business that are not urgent but are important and sometimes get overlooked when you start to get really busy, and add those to your calendar now as well. So a couple things that would include maybe something you need to review on a weekly basis, but sometimes you forget because it's not actually on your calendar. So pick a day and time that's a little bit more quiet or maybe closer to the end of the week so you can look back at the week before and see what happened with regards to marketing and incoming leads. Maybe looking at where all of that came from is a good thing to put on your calendar to do either weekly or every other week, and just make sure your marketing is working and that the leads are coming in sufficiently, and all of those initiatives you have going on. The sales tracking, making sure you're staying on top of open estimates potentially and following up on them in a timely fashion to close them out. Job profitability, like I said, when it's quiet it's a little easier to keep track of that, but making sure that through the first quarter you really were profitable and your numbers are dialed in, so when you get busy as you're continuing to estimate and sell, you already know that you're on track for making a good profit on the new projects. So things that are important, not super urgent, but if you don't do them on a weekly or a monthly basis and you get 3, 4, 5 months behind, it's going to be a big to-do to stay on top of or to clean up. Block that time out on your calendar now and build that consistency into your weeks and your months so that at the end of the year, you've reached that year-end goal successfully and without the added stress of having to sit down and do a whole big chunk of something all at once because you've gotten behind. So if you have questions, comments, wherever you are online, I'm there too. You can find me and message me that way. And if there's some other way I could be of assistance or helpful to you, feel free to hop on my website, send me an email, schedule a discovery call. I look forward to the opportunity to help you get from stress to streamlined, and here's to a successful spring to come.